Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, DwyerVIP.com for premium picks, Dwyer Boxing News on Roku, and Dwyer Sports Betting. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Let's look at the NBA playoffs. Let's give a little bit of an update. You see why Memphis right now is giving Oklahoma City all they can handle. Dare I say, I believe Memphis wins that series. The biggest reason why is exemplified by the voting for the NBA all-defensive teams. Now understand, the person with the most votes for the NBA all-defensive first team was Memphis Grizzlies guard Tony Allen, right? Tony Allen actually received more votes than did LeBron James. He's an exemplary defensive presence. If you look further, though, and if you look at the NBA all-defensive second team, you're going to see that the Memphis Grizzlies got Mike Conley on that team, as well as their center, Marc Gasol. Now let's just look at the lay of the land. In basketball, you have a starting five. What they're telling you is that 3 of the Memphis Grizzlies starting 5 are among the very best defensive players, not in the conference, but in the entire league. Understand too, one of the starters not named all defense is a pretty good player, Zach Randolph, right? So this team is dominant defensively. Fans, casual gamblers fall in love with offense. You need to think of both. Given that the Memphis Grizzlies, quite frankly, have been getting great odds, outsized odds, in terms of gambling. In other words, given that a lot of gamblers are overlooking them, let's not make that mistake. I believe this team is going to get to the NBA Western Conference Finals, right? Let's also think about a few other things. Here on YouTube, I've pointed out my belief that I believe that the San Antonio Spurs are actually going to beat the Golden State Warriors. Warriors won Game 4. Great for them. Understand, San Antonio still has the home court advantage in that series. And while Tim Duncan made the NBA all-defensive second team, not surprisingly, no Golden State Warrior made either the all-defensive first team or the all-defensive second team, right? None. Understand again, there's more to playing basketball than simply outside shooting. From where I sit, I think that in the Eastern Conference, I think the Knicks are in trouble. I think they lose to the Indiana Pacers. I think statistically, the Eastern Conference Finals are going to come down to 2 of the better defensive teams going head-to-head, right? And that's going to be the Miami Heat, in my opinion, against the Indiana Pacers. Understand, though, that if the Heat get beaten by the Chicago Bulls, people need to realize that the Bulls are also one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. In fact, it's no surprise that Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls made the NBA all-defensive first team. Noah, by the way, is underrated. To the Bull fans watching this video, understand, in my opinion, that if you look at Noah's assists, which are exemplary for a big man, if you look at his assists, if you factor in his rebounding, and if you factor in his overall defense, and keep in mind, he's first team all NBA defense, right? When you look at the entire package, quite frankly, Joakim Noah is the best player on the Chicago Bulls, even when everyone, and that includes Derrick Rose, is healthy, right? Joakim Noah, forget the press, forget the media, forget the casual fan. If you're a gambler, you understand that there is no more valuable bull than Joakim Noah. Let me go one step further. So, as I see the conference finals evolving, keep in mind, in the playoffs, it's more of a half-court game than a full-court game. You're actually going to have 4 of the best defensive teams in the entire league playing in the conference finals. Miami Heat, Pacers, San Antonio Spurs, Memphis Grizzlies, right? Defense matters, offense sells tickets. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion from where I sit on May the 13th, 2013. Let me hear your opinion. Leave your comments and gambling insight and whatever bets you feel we need to know to beat the casino here in the comment section to this video on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by.